I had been president of the Orange County Bar Association for about 12 days when the Pulse nightclub tragedy occurred.
Well, I found out the event occurred pretty much about an hour or two after it happened.
When it happened, on that Sunday morning, Executive Director of the Orange County Bar Association, Kim Homer, and current president now, Liz McCausland, and I got on the phone and discussed what the bar could do to help. Kim offered up the Orange County Bar Association's existing lawyer referral telephone number and staff, and we contacted legal aid to advise that we had infrastructure that could be used to help coordinate a response.
My name is Angel Bello Bellini. I'm an attorney with the Legal Aid Society. The attorneys were there to provide legal assistance to the survivors and to the families of the victims. We were there to answer questions and to gather those facts that could allow the OCBA to match the individual and the problem to the volunteer attorney, who would then provide the volunteer services.
A day or two after the tragedy, Kim Homer and I met with Hispanic Bar Association of Central Florida President Henry Lim at the OCBA office.
Several organizations called me because I was the president of the Hispanic Bar Association last year.
Henry had been spending time at the hospital with some victims' families and was clearly burning the candle at both ends.
It was a matter of getting to work and getting to the hospital as soon as I could because there were so many people needing assistance, legal assistance, and I would go to one individual. Then I would have to go to a different hospital because one of the individuals was at a different hospital. Come back, take the statement from another individual.
Our partnership with HBA of Central Florida was solidified at this meeting. The Hispanic Bar Association of Central Florida was going to commit attorneys to help pro bono and did not care about any credit or recognition for doing that.
The Orange County Bar Association has the infrastructure to help intake a lot of these clients. So we aligned with the Orange County Bar Association in providing these legal services to the community.
The outpouring of support that we received from all over was incredible. We had offers to assist from a wide variety of attorneys stepping up to volunteer, but the needs fell disproportionately on the attorneys of Hispanic Bar Association of Central Florida. Spanish-speaking attorneys were required, immigration attorneys were required. OCBA and Legal Aid worked out details of the response program. We coordinated communications and volunteers, but it was attorneys of HBACF, together with others, that provided most of the actual volunteer assistance to victims and their families.
We were able to mobilize over 40 attorneys from the Hispanic Bar Association to volunteer to provide pro bono services to these victims, absolutely zero cost to the individuals.
Hi, my name is Camila Pachon Roldan. I'm an immigration attorney here in Orlando, Florida. At a personal level, I was able to represent several of the survivors on a pro bono basis in processes before the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. This allowed them to pursue the legalization of their immigration status while at the same time beginning the healing process.
It was horrific. It was absolutely horrific listening to the first-hand accounts. And we had to be as objective as possible while listening to this because we have a duty, a legal duty, to help these individuals in all of their legal needs.
The problems, some of the problems that we had to deal with were problems dealing with authority to act on behalf of the victim. Some of the victims have children, and so the relatives had to take care of those children. Well, they needed authority to do that. They needed authority to go find and retrieve the belongings in the apartments. The cars were still parked in the Pulse parking lot, and they needed to get the relatives' cars back.
I took this event quite seriously. I mean, this is, as we all did, of course, but yeah, one of the 49 was one of our previous clients, and it impacted us quite strongly here at our firm.
Besides the volunteer attorneys, including numerous attorneys from the Hispanic Bar Association of Central Florida, other unsung heroes of the response were the staff members of the Orange County Bar Association and the Legal Aid Society. Beginning shortly after the tragedy, there was staff constantly present at the Victim Assistance Center there to inform victims and their families about the legal resources that were available. As part of that, it was critical to have Spanish-speaking staff members present, and we were able to do that. Those staff members put in a lot of hours and worked in a very emotionally tolling environment as representatives of all of our bar associations and of the legal community as a whole, and did a lot to make us very proud.
One of the things that occurred is a coming together of the legal community.
I found not only many attorneys, but many Hispanic attorneys, and I was very pleased to see that they had answered the call, and that the HBA in particular had worked together with the OCBA in this very significant effort.
As past president of the Orange County Bar Association, I'd like to say that I'm very grateful for the Hispanic Bar Association of Central Florida's partnership and support throughout the Pulse response. Our organizations were and are stronger working together. Together, we'll all continue to support the legal system as a basis for the rule of law and security of our community, and together, hope and pray that nothing like this ever happens in our community again.